Hey everyone. So my nonprofit and now this YouTube channel is called Spark of Genius. So I thought I'd take a few minutes here just to explain what I mean by that. Um, the organization actually was initially called Kindling, as many of you know, and about a year ago, for legal reasons, we had to change it. And I found this term, Spark of Genius, kind of felt inspiring and alive and kind of different to me. Um, and my main concern with it was that it might come off something like, I, Peter, or the newsletter that I create, or the coaching services I offer are the genius other people need. Like I'm the genius. And that's really, really not what I mean by it. What I mean is something more like the way the ancient Romans used the term genius. This is a word that came from the verb to bring into being. And it's similar to what the ancient Greeks called the daemon. Um, this genius is something that everyone has within them, kind of a creative spirit that guides and inspires. So if someone achieved something spectacular or had some profound insight, it was largely due to that genius within them that kind of allowed that kind of novelty or new thing to kind of come into being. In other words, we might say something like, in this sense of the word, this Roman way, genius is not something that just a few people are, a few special people, but rather something that all humans have. Um, so I think of it as this kind of innate capacity and inclination to creativity, evolution, emergence, innovation that we all have within us. And in some ways, it's kind of to me, it's what makes us human. No other life on Earth has this. Like, for example, we can teach chimpanzees a lot of things. Like, we can teach them uh, sign language. They're highly intelligent. Um, but a chimp will never create a new word or concept in sign language. They'll learn what we teach them. Whereas humans just innately will create new words, evolve words into a new meaning, come up with new ideas. Like there's this constant innovation and emergence happening. And you can actually see this like throughout human history. Um, Not only have we created new technologies, obviously, but new cultures, new ideas, new values, new ways of seeing the world. Like the whole human experiment, in a way, is this constant kind of rapid emergence of new ideas and ways of being. Um, and we're the only life on Earth that really does that. Um, that's genius. Um, so I like to think of it as genius is not what separates a few special humans from the rest of us, but what distinguishes humans from all other life on Earth. It's really what makes us human. Um, this it's not only a capacity to create, but a yearning for it. Like our lives, so many other species on Earth, their main goals are to survive and procreate. Humans have like a kind of fundamental innate need beyond that. We aren't content usually just to do that. We want to express ourselves. We want to bring something new into the world. We want that kind of fulfillment and meaning that comes from revealing ourselves through creating something new. And that doesn't have to be like we're all artists, painting or writing poetry. It could be, a new way of relating to one another, or a new way of farming, or a new way of anything. But it's just this part of our brains that's constantly envisioning these possible new futures and then kind of pulling ourselves toward them by creating. Um, what I love about it too is the way I think about it, and the way I think the Romans thought about it, is that everyone has a unique sense of genius to themselves. So mine might be, I don't know, in whatever, in writing music or something like that. Someone else's might be in a totally different domain or a different aspect of their intellect. Um, so everyone has kind of a unique genius, yet we all have this kind of spark of genius within us that's encouraging us and inspiring us to create. So we might say that genius is not something a few of us are, but something everyone has. We might also reframe it as we are all geniuses. You're a genius. You have this unique spark that wants to, grow into a flame out in the world and reveal itself, and keep burning and growing and growing. And to me, that's a key to a lot of our fulfillment and, meaning in life. And it's what makes us special. And so when I say spark of genius for my organization or this YouTube channel, the core hope of that is not that I'm going to share my genius per se, although, I'm trying to do that too, just as everyone else is, but really that it might help you and others tap into and express your own innate, unique genius.